Oh, first of all, the Yetzer Harah is a big definition of the entire crew. Okay?
It's not like in you?
It's not only in you. So the Yetzer Harah, the ultimate Yetzer Harah is the Satan that comes to, and he has a lot of agents to come to move those things around. Inside of you, there's a few members in the party. You have the Yetzer Harah that actually comes into you. You have these klipot that you create with the averot, that they come and they get dressed in your thought, and they come and annoy you. You also have your nefesh habehemit, you have nefesh elokit, nefesh behemit. Your nefesh habehemit is more connected to the body. It comes also with all sorts of etzot and machshavot and all sorts of thoughts and things. There's a crew here. So the Yetzer Harah, it's not necessarily the piece that is in you. Besides, since we're talking about something so spiritual, it can 1 second be out, 1 second come in. He has no problem, the Yetzer Harah, to come in and dress into your mind. The thing is that any bad thing that the person has to deal with is only if the person gave the permission and gave the ability. Because the Yetzer Harah, the Satan, all the angels, anything, they're like what's called merkava. Like you have a truck and it pulls the back. That's a merkava. So if you give an opening to this to come in, then you become the merkava. You let the Yetzer Harah become the merkava. It rides on you. If you close all your holes, it can come. It can ride on you. That's why, for example, we know that we have the major one, the Samech Mem. He has a wife. We know her. They cannot do anything if they cannot get dressed on something. Don't get dressed in. They get dressed on. So where do they go? They get dressed on Rashaim, because the Rasha is, doors are wide open. And if a person is 100%, then this Yetzer Harah cannot get dressed on him, then he has less to deal with. And all these gedarim, it's all the mitzvot lo taseh, refraining from all the averot. Doing mitzvot just adds more light. When you're refraining from averot, that's when you close all the doors. When you close all the doors, if we now lock ourselves in a bunker, nothing can come in. So if you are a bunker, you make sure that you don't do any mitzvot lo taseh, you don't leave in one opening. You leave a little bit of opening. That's like a salesperson. You open the door a little bit, he puts the door in, his hand in. That's it. Once he's in, now try to get rid of him. So to get rid of him 100%, that's because we already let him in so many times. And when you let him in so many times, he rides on you. And then he can ride outside of you, inside of you. It can drive you crazy in your brain. I can already tell you that half your thoughts, it's not your thoughts. It's this malach that gets dressed in you, this klipa, and he thinks for you. And he tells you, I don't feel like waking up right now. I'll pray by myself at 10 o'clock. That's not you thinking.
That's why we feel lazy.
Huh?
That's why we feel lazy.
One of the reasons. It can come in many different ways. I wouldn't say, when you're lazy, it's just that. But you feel lazy. So Chassidut explains in a very deep way that we know that we have 4 elements that created the world. Fire, water, air, and afar, earth. Now each, yeah, no, isn't it? It's called dust, or, but you know what I mean. That's important. And each midah in your body corresponds, because our body is built from it. So if a person is very lazy, the atzlut comes from the yesod of afar, because afar is heavy. Afar brings you down, this sand, whatever. You put sand now in water, it right away goes down. So a person that has a lot of laziness and atzvut, heaviness, and this all comes from the yesod of afar. So if you know where is your, where you lacking something, you have a lot of laziness, you have to, what overpowers afar? Water. So you have to add a lot of water. Water is Torah. So Chassidut explains very simple. You have to know how to deal with yourself. If you have, a lot of excitement, every little thing excites you, the yesod of esh is bidgabrut. So you have to reduce it. You can reduce it with afar, you can reduce it with fire. You have to know where you're holding. So,
when I learn Torah, I feel numbly.
Yeah. So I wouldn't just say, oh, you're lazy because of this. You have to kind of analyze the situation. You can be lazy because the Yesod of Afar B'Itgabrut. You can be lazy because, you know, you left a little door open and a malach came in and made you lazy. You know, there's no black and white here. You have to, that's why you have to learn a lot, to know exactly where you're holding. That's why in our generation, you know, a lot of people teach, yeah, you have to learn Pnimiut Torah. It doesn't matter if it's Kabbalah or Zohar or Chassidut, whatever you can handle, because only with Pnimiut Torah, you know how to deal with this world. You can't just learn, you know, Nigle all day long. But hold on for a second. You want to do Arvit? Oh no. No, because I see you standing with Sidurim. I thought maybe you want to... Oh, okay. No, I thought maybe we were... Yes?
I have one question. I heard that sometimes...
And the Satan takes it because, like I said before to the young girl, the nefesh, since it gets dressed in the body, it gets the shape of the body, and the nefesh stays next to the grave, and that's where all the klipot and all the tumah. So when the Satan wants to get dressed in a dream, he goes to the kever and takes this impression. That's how he gets dressed. That's why Bet Kvarot, it's usually not good to go. There's a lot of tumah there. But yes, exactly like that.